Wondering, why the fuck can't you sneeze, Cece? You're sick. Surely, I like this song. Surely that involves a bit of sneezing every once in a while. I can't sneeze because I had a really bad nosebleed yesterday. It lasted about 20 minutes, and I feel like a whole ass vein came out of my nose. I'm not speaking metaphorically. Something came out of my nose. It was in the form of a vein. I doubt it was an actual fucking vein. I don't know how that would work, but still, so that's not fun. I don't think I've ever had a nosebleed. Alex, you're not missing out. Cece, have you looked into this? Yeah, I went to the hospital for it last, February, I think. I told you guys about that. I definitely did. I remember telling you guys about it. I had a nosebleed last an hour, and then I started to feel faint, and so I went to the hospital, and they stuck a thing on my nose. And by the time they actually looked at what the problem was, my nose had stopped bleeding for like a couple hours, and I had to just wait there because they stuck a thing in my arm, in my vein. So I had to wait for like 6 hours at the hospitals after my nose had stopped bleeding. So that was fun. But yeah, it's just my nose, the walls of my nose are very thin. Probably because of my allergies, the fact that I sneeze all the time anyway. So I'm just prone to nosebleeds. Also, fun fact, the nosebleed was yesterday, right? If I shine a flashlight up my nose, I can see the tear. And it's massive. It's like the entire length of my nose has a big ass, red, angry, scab over it. So that's terrifying. So that's why I'm not sneezing. So if I go quiet every once in a while, that's me furiously dabbing my nose with a folded up paper towel. Literally not joking. How nice? Very nice. Anyway, hi. How y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I like this song. When I try to stop to sneeze, I just grab my nose. You know what I've been doing? So I read somewhere that if you press the area between your eyebrows, it'll make you not sneeze. And so far it's worked, but I have a bruise. I have a visible bruise on my face from doing that so much for the past couple days. It's not that visible, but it's a little visible. It's visible to me, you know? I'm doing great. Anyway, hi. I hope you... Also, I bit my cheek. And it hurts. Wait, where? Between your eyebrows. Just like where your nose starts, right? Like between your eyebrows. I try to force myself to sneeze and it goes away sometimes. Fair enough. I've never found that to be the case with me. If I allow myself to sneeze, I fucking will. Ba 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 ba. I was thinking my eyelid or something. No. You know how both eyebrows. Yeah, you know what I mean. Did you enjoy the song? I did enjoy the song. I very much liked it. I blow air through my nose before the sneeze. I can't breathe too hard because there's mucus in my nose. So I'll try that when I can breathe properly. I fucking love this worm. Hell yeah, slay worm. Chat, I had to miss class. The worm's beautiful. Okay, what worm? 2 people have mentioned the worm now. Now I'm interested. I love being in the know. I really hate not being in the know, I'm not gonna lie. But you guys do this to me so often that I'm used to it. Nom nom, 2025, what? Worm. You know what, sure. I can't find worm, squirm, the germ. I'm aware of everything now. Okay. Am I the only one that's out of the loop? First I'm sick, then you keep me out of the loop. How dare you guys? Read the photo of the worm, squirm, the germ. Worm, squirm, the germ? Oh, that's the worm. That's a worm? I thought that was a Pac-Man. I thought that was a Pac-Man. Because it goes on nom 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 nom. Just like Pac-Man. Anyway. He judged our sins. Okay, is it God? Also, can you hear me snapping like this hair thing? I think you can. No, that's not Worm. It's Worm, Squirm the Germ. Okay. I know what the worm is. I'm so happy for you, Victor. I'm so happy you know what the worm is. I'm gonna continue talking about my sickness. Because I don't know what the worm is. Check general CC. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is Worm. Ah, Worm! Slay! A little worm. Friend Worm Squirm the Germ owes $20. How dare it? Worm Squirm the Germ. Is that its full name now? What happened to my music? How did we get here? I don't want this song. Sure, Ethel Cain. Why not? Also, Coffin Moth only has 5 songs. Really? That's intriguing. I love just fiddling with it, swinging it. Hell yeah, it looks very fun to swing. It looks very fun to just swing around. Hell yeah. Also found a guy called Amigo the Devil who has a song called Cocaine and Abel. I haven't listened to it, but it has a vibe. That does sound like a vibe. Cocaine and Abel. It has a nice texture. It looks like it does. It looks like if you throw it really, really, really hard at a wall or at a window, it'll stick. But I wouldn't maybe do that. Cain and Abel. Cocaine. Las drogas. Las drogas. It kind of sticks to itself. Ooh, I see. I'm not really sure who Cain and Abel are. Bible people. Right? Yeah. But I know one of them fucking hates the other guy. La la. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bible people? Yeah, Bible people. Chat. Sugar cane and Abel. Chat, I have a confession. Hold on. Hold on. Chatters, I have a confession. And I'm so sorry to have to make this announcement or make this confession. Especially while I'm sick. I know it's been a really hard year for everyone. And I'm sorry to add this to the sadness. You're leaving us. No, not quite. You're dying. Imagine if this is how I announced I was dying. Can you imagine? No, it's actually something far worse than that. I'm so sorry. My death would actually be much better than this. Chat. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but I played Hollow Knight off stream. And I actually progressed quite a bit. I am in fact at the doors of the Citadel. I have found 2 mask shards. And I have explored quite a bit. This is not the song I wanted. Here we go. So I am very, very sorry. Oh no, don't care anyway. Well, at least pretend I'm doing all this drama. Oh yeah, good for you. No, guys, you're supposed to be upset. Guys, I'm playing a sad song. That means you should be sad. You don't even love us. There we go. That's what I wanted. I do. But I'm not gonna lie, you hate us? No, that's exactly what I wanted, thank you. No, I don't hate you guys. No, you fucking despise us? No. I will be honest though. Playing Hollow Knight on stream, Silksong. Leave? No, you can't leave, that's illegal. Love. How dare thy imprudent actions threaten our safety? I'm so sorry. No, you can't leave. Hello, hi Beanie. I fucking hate it here. No. Listen. It's just that sometimes when I play Hollow Knight on stream, it's really... Why does the song keep changing? I put it on a loop. It's really slow. Okay, it's really slow. And some of you guys are a little fucking annoying. I love you guys so, so much. But the constant insults on my abilities are not always comforting. So I have progressed. And we're not streaming Hollow Knight today for 2 reasons. First of all, I'm sick, and this stream is probably gonna be short because I can already feel my voice leaving me. You okay, Papa? Yes, I am sick though, but I'm mostly okay. But also because I'm currently at a boss fight that I'm struggling with, and I know that that's gonna be a frustrating stream, so I'm gonna do the fight off stream. I'm fighting the last guard, or whoever the fuck he is. So yeah, after that, I'll stream Silksong. Silksong is my CC podcast mode because I know I have no input to what happens. Yes. Oh, that one was fun. It is a fun fight. It's not a hard fight. He does double damage, and that's kind of ruining me right now. But yeah, I got there today. So, it hasn't actually been that long. I just made a lot of new discoveries without you guys. I'm so sorry. Everything does double damage. Everything does do double damage. Also, I found so many hidden, like, little corners. I'm very perceptive when all my attention is directed at one of my screens. It's great. I found 2 mask shards. Can you believe it? And I have 800 rosary beads, whatever the fuck. So Minecraft, no. Today's gonna be just chatting. Just because I genuinely can't do much. So, you know. Just yapping, yeah. I want to tell you guys about the lesson I missed. Pictionary, God, can you imagine? No, maybe soon, but not today. Not today. I want to tell you guys about the class I missed at uni. I missed my poetry class and my screenwriting class, right? And these lessons, whenever someone misses a lesson, which is every time, the teachers have to record it and they put it up on the school website for you to watch, right? So the screenwriting lesson was recorded. The poetry lesson, the teacher forgot to record. So that was fun. But the screenwriting was recorded, and I watched it today. And the topic of the class was, what is art? What is art? Also, hi, Beanie. I'm good. How are you? So, imagine putting a bunch of film students in a room and asking them, define art. This, honestly, yeah, it is. I'm good, Papa. I'm glad, Beanie. I'm glad. But yeah, it was I've discovered why I don't like the film people watching this lecture. They are the most, like, okay, chat. You know those people where you say something to them and they disagree with you? Sorry. They disagree with you ever so slightly. Like, you'll tell someone, like, oh, you had fun today at the event. And they go, well, I wouldn't say I had fun. I certainly enjoyed myself and the company I was with, but I don't know if I'd call it fun. And then you're like, oh, okay, so you enjoyed yourself. And then you go, oh, so you enjoyed yourself. And they go, well, I wouldn't say I enjoyed myself. I certainly, appreciated the company and I appreciated the environment and it made me smile, but I wouldn't say I enjoyed myself. And then you're like, okay, well, fuck you then. You know the people where you can never be correct? They're always ever so slightly disagreeing with you in a way that, like, they're not actually disagreeing with you, they just want to correct you. That's how every single one of the film students talks. Cece, are you in condition to stream? I've streamed in worse condition. Who remembers the stream I did when I pierced my snake bites? That was a league stream. That was a bad idea. I couldn't fucking talk. That was great. I'm just like a little sick. I sound more sick than I am. I'll be honest. I feel pretty okay. My nose is really bothering me. I will be honest. It's just the not being able to sneeze or blow my nose. I would give anything to just blow my nose right now. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. It was a 3-hour lecture of film students just going, but I believe that art could be this. No, but I believe that art could be that. No, but I believe, you know. disagreeing to everything is like impossible for me to do, so I agree to a lot. That's the sensible thing to do, I think. Is it not? Like, I feel like you're at some point, if you're disagreeing with everything, you're reaching. You're doing yoga. You're doing some Pilates. You're reaching for something. Because you can't possibly disagree with everything. And it's not even your downward dog. You're downward dogging it, dude. That should be a sentence. We should start saying that. When you're reaching, you're downward dogging it. I'm going to say that. But, like, it's the way they say it as well. Even, because here's the thing. If you disagree with someone, right? If they're saying something that you don't, like, agree with, you can phrase it in a way that's like, I see where you're coming from, but I do not hold that perspective myself. The way they phrase everything is like, you're wrong, I'm correcting you. I realized that watching the lecture, and I was so annoyed. The opposite of raw dogging it, yes, you're downward dogging it. You're reaching so far, you're doing yoga. You're on a yoga mat, you have a yoga teacher yelling at you to go to samsara or whatever. Oh no, wait, we are in samsara. I don't know, fucking know. I don't car. Oh, ow. That hurt. I don't car. Okay. But yeah. I don't care. Oh, it's not I don't car. I don't car. I bike. Do you car? Or do you bike? I bike. I don't car. I walk. But yeah, so that was fun. I bike, I know car. I walk, I know car. Mobile Road. Hi, Mobile Road. Oh, Road, how are you feeling about class tomorrow? Are you excited? Alright, how do you feel? Are you not excited? Tell me, call in. I use stick, no air. No R. No R. No R. Call now, call in. Yeah, just call and just be absolutely silent. Honestly, that would be kind of hilarious. I'm switching between excited and nervous. Amazing. Very similar feelings. Like a radio host. Honestly, imagine us as a radio station. This is basically that. I'm not even playing a game right now. Call in. Call in, chatters. Tell me, how do you feel right now? Genuinely, if one of you were to call me, I'd pick up right now. For the bit. For the bit. Radio. Slay, I've put it in the queue. Y'all, if you worked at a radio station, what would you work as? I feel like I'd be a host, right? Not a good one, but I'd be a radio show host. Like, not like an interesting one, just the person that's like, this next song is called WAP. I'm sure you've never heard of it. And then I'd play it. I'd probably just be a janitor. Janitor vibes. Janitors are pretty essential. Janitor music. I'd like to deal with the wires. The wires. So you'd be like an electrician. I'll be in the roof. How many wires do you see on the roof? I'm sure there are some, actually. Never mind. You wouldn't just leave exposed wires on a roof, would you? That would be a little silly. I'm doing great. I mean, them radio towers are big. Ah, yes, the radio towers. That is true. I forgot those existed. I won't lie. CCT heavy. I am actually drinking tea right now. I am drinking peppermint tea with a lot of honey. Not enough? Not enough. I've drank like a lot. What do you mean not enough? Oh, this is the car song. Fuck yeah. 4 liters minimum. Did you know that you can have water intoxication if you drink a gallon of water in less than an hour? I had to Google that because I was drinking so much water. I did not, in fact, have water intoxication, but still. Papa, look at me. Yes, hi, Moth. I'm looking at you. I need you to agree with me. Oh, God, on what? Oh, this song. I know this song. Can I eat a whole brownie? Yes. In fact, you should. You should probably eat a whole brownie. 1 gallon is 3.7 liters. Yes. That is how much you need for water intoxication. No, Cece, goddammit. What's wrong with eating a brownie? It's a weed brownie. Oh, Moth. No, don't eat that. No. I was sold falsehood for... You know what? Yeah, eat the whole weed brownie. Do what Ted Nivison did. Experience the pain of a weed overdose. Alex and Vinny didn't want me eating weed brownies or doing weed. Yeah, you know why? It's fucking illegal. Not this again. You're not having weed. Especially not the whole weed brownie. Surely you just need 1 square. I have aspirations for the... Wow. Inspiring aspirations. Also, shove my hand down your throat and pull it out. Okay. It is just a weed brownie. It is illegal though. Go to Copenhagen, then do it. Copenhagen? Is that legal in Copenhagen? Go to Germany. It's legal in Germany. Moth, you're not doing drugs. No drugs for you. Diga no a las drogas. That means say no to the drugs. Can't chop if my arm is halfway down your throat. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go to a legal country and do so many drugs. Why? What is it? I feel like... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like... I think I'd be dead. Moth, I cannot specify this enough. You are... I'm sorry for exposing you like this, but you are short and relatively young. You probably would. You probably would. Because before I die, I want to do drugs, gamble, and drink a lot. Okay, can't you do that when you're 90? What exactly are you planning on doing this? I have goals. Okay, do them when you're like, when you've lived most of your life and you can't get the liver damage from it. When I'm rich, I see. I see. So yeah, when you're old. I mean, if I say, if you're old and dying anyway, might as well do some drugs, you know? It's not like it's gonna make you younger or less about to die. When I call you at 5 a.m. going, guess what's crossed off the list? When we're 80, okay? When we're 80, not soon. I do not want to receive that call soon. Just promise me, Moth, when you do it. You know, do it brownie form. Fair enough. Brownie from the tasty. Yeah, and then you get the munchies after. Just don't eat more of the brownie. You know weed is a hallucinogenic. Which essentially means that weed makes you hallucinate. In small doses, it does not. But you need to take a lot of it to hallucinate. Which is what Ted Nivison did. Fun fact, he has a video on this. It's very funny. The smoking just adds much more problem. Yeah, generally you don't want to be inhaling any type of smoke. Just in general. No matter what it is. But yeah, it is a hallucinogenic, which means you can hallucinate. But by the time you're hallucinating on weed, your like skin hurts. Fun fact. I don't know that from first person experience. I know that from the Ted Nivison video. So that's fun. This is how we found out CC has done drugs. Can you imagine? And we never knew. Honestly, you guys don't know a lot of things about me. Like a lot of things. I was a weird teenager. Aren't you glad that you reside? Oh, no singing. I know you're a CC. Oh, yes, you do know that. Yes, I am indeed. Tell us everything. Okay, so. You know what? Actually, something I can tell you guys. It makes your skin hurt by then. Personal experience. Tell us your secrets. Okay, I'll tell you guys a secret that I haven't told any stream because I thought, ooh, this is gonna make me a bad influence. But frankly, I feel like you guys have told me worse shit. So chat, fun fact, I did my first tattoo. Some of you might know this because I might have said it privately, but I have never said it on stream. We're all bad influences? Yes, you are. So chat, I did my first tattoo when I was 13 years old. Fun fact. So for those who don't know what I look like, I'm not covered in tattoos, definitely not, but I have quite a few. One of them is professionally done. So, story time. When I was 13, I had, or I think I might have been 12. I don't know if it was before or after my birthday. When I was 13, I had free internet access, unlimited, because my parents didn't understand how the internet works. They still don't. And I was a stupid 13-year-old. Really stupid. And I was vaguely aware of like henna tattoos. I didn't know what it was called and I didn't know what it was, but I knew that there was a form of semi-permanent tattoo that would last about a month, right? Didn't know what it was. Didn't know what henna tattoo was. Didn't know what like a real tattoo was. I just knew that a real tattoo is done with a machine and it goes bzzz. That's all I knew about tattoos. And so I found this video on YouTube being like, how to do a stick and poke tattoo. For those who don't know, a stick and poke tattoo is just a normal fucking tattoo without a machine. I'm not gonna explain how to do it because knowing some of you stupid fucks, you'll go and do it. You stick and you poke, you stick and you poke. But I thought, this isn't permanent. And so I did one. I still have it. It's on my arm. It's held out pretty well. It's over 10, well, it's 10 years old. I'd rather not, to be honest. You were the one I was worried about. I would for sure. You are the one I'm worried about. I would. You too. But yeah, that is the story of how I did my first tattoo. And then it stayed, and like a month later, I was like rubbing the skin. I was like, why isn't it fucking coming off? And then I Googled what a stick and poke tattoo was, and I was like, oh, it's just a tattoo. It's just a tattoo. You're not the one I'm worried about. You, yeah. You, Beanie. I don't think Becca would. Road! Maybe after he moved out. What's a tattoo? Okay, so... the tattoo it's a little circle. It's very small. It's a little circle and a very small trident. Would you not? I see the potential for that answer to change. I would do for sure a circle and a trident. Very small trident. The trident is because of Percy Jackson. The circle is because of Divergent. It's just a circle. There's nothing in it. So, like, you don't know that it's from Divergent, but that was the intention originally. I wouldn't be worried about me doing it because I would use an actual tattoo machine from Amazon. See, now, yeah. Divergent, that's a movie. It's a book as well. At the time, it was only a book, though. No movie was out at the time. I'm dumb enough to do a lot. You are. The whole trilogy? I didn't. I read the whole trilogy. I stopped at the second movie because it was shit. But yeah, that's my first tattoo. And then after I realized that it was permanent, I just kept doing them. And it took my parents maybe about 5 years to notice. And by that time, I had roughly 10 tattoos. And I had to tell my mom. We were sitting down at a therapist's office, completely unrelated to tattoos. But we were sitting down at a therapist's office, and she just goes, is there anything you want to tell me? And I just look at her and I go, I have like 10 tattoos. And she goes, what? Clearly not what she meant, by the way. Clearly not what she wanted me to confess to. We just had a weed conversation, so yeah. Well, she was like, excuse me? And she was like, show me. And I showed her, and they were all pretty visible. And she was just like, how did I not fucking notice? And I'm like, girl, I've been asking myself that for 5 years. So that was a fun conversation to have. But yeah, there's a secret of mine. Tattoos. And I'm pretty good at tattoos. I think my latest one's not bad. And also, my sister likes to say that I taught her how to tattoo. I don't think that's true. But I was the first person to tattoo my sister. So that's fun. What else y'all want to know? I was just dropping dad lore, because why not? Learn from my moth. I don't trust you not to do this, and I'm gonna be so straight up. If you decide to do this, genuinely, please be warned. Do not use pen ink, and do not use a sewing needle. Just buy the right material. Primarily, you're not gonna get an infection. It's not gonna stay. Okay? The ink will not stay inside your skin. You're just gonna have a couple holes, and the sewing needles are too thick. They are not piercing your skin the right way, so that it's not gonna stick. Okay? And you're gonna potentially give yourself an infection. So, I don't trust you not to do this behind my back, so I'm just giving you the genuine information. Pen ink and sewing needles do not work. Okay. I'm glad you assumed that was gonna be my method. It was my method. It didn't work. What's your favorite drink? CC cough. Penis ink. What's your favorite, like, beverage? I don't know. My instinct is chocolate milk. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think that's it. I'm glad you assumed that was gonna be my method. Yeah, but well, speak for yourself. I have accidentally given my friend a tattoo from a pen, but it doesn't stay where you want it to. My sister has a very bad tattoo that stayed half on, half off. Genuinely, it doesn't stay. At least buy some cheap tattooing from Amazon. Genuinely, Beanie, that is my recommendation. The material is not, like, it's not dirt cheap. It's cheap enough to reason. If you're gonna do a tattoo, just I'd say more importantly is the ink and the needle. You can find stick and poke needles. Just don't do it with the sewing needle. It's not gonna work. Anyway, yeah, the one I accidentally gave him is a dot. Oh, I have a dot tattoo on my cheek. There's a secret for you guys. So far I'm gathering is we don't want you to doing this, but if you're gonna, I listen, it's the same logic for, like, you know, when schools teach abstinence and then people just get, like, sexually transmitted diseases and pregnant. I do not, like, I did this at 13, right? I have no right to sit here and be like, don't do it. Like, let's be real here. Might as well tell you exactly the things that work and don't work and the things that are dangerous, so don't really try them. Don't do it, Moth. If you're gonna get a tattoo, get it done by a professional. Listen to Beanie, though. Beanie's tattoos are a lot better than mine. You've seen them. Realistically, nobody can stop me. It's up to my own brain. It is, which is currently swelling. So, why is it swelling? I mean, it's impossible for me to stop you. It is. That's why I'm trying to give you, like, the actual information. Beanie has many a tattoo and want more. Yes. Because sick? Ah, fair enough. Me too. The only reason I can't stop you is because I'm too far. If you live closer, Alex, I would be scared. Alex, I don't live that far from you. So, kind of far, but it's a train ride. Cece? Yes? I think you're closest. I am the closest. Can't stop, won't stop, blah, 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 blah. Beanie is a little further. Beanie is a little further. Beanie is 2 train rides away. In the wall. Beanie is in the wall. Beanie is in the wall. Why did you ask me what my favorite drink was, bro? Oh, I said any other questions. That's why. Never mind. Okay, so realistically, CC would somehow get here first. I would. And I'm a pretty good GPS in real life, not in anything else. So I could find you. Hee hee. Beanie would have to claw their way out of the wall, so don't test me. I have my ways. You could take a plane. I feel this stream is gonna slowly devolve into fucking sleepover gossip secrets. Honestly, yeah, let's do that. I'm down. I'm a good GPS. I can find you. I can. I know your address. I've sent you letters. I know your full name. I am so here mentally. Are you not? Have you worked today, Beanie? And I know yours. And your family's. Indeed you do. If I need to find something, I just walk till I find it. Okay. I can walk for years. Interesting. Have you considered Google Maps? Nope, no work today, just a lot of family drama. Ah, fair. Fair enough. Yeah. It's the same as me knowing all of Beanie's friends and family. Yeah, which, by the way, you didn't ask, you just found. Facebook, a magical place. I'm so glad I deleted my Facebook years ago. It is scary. Ali once found a boy her friend was like talking with. Ali once found his address because she recognized the view out of his window, and she found his apartment on Google Maps. And she was able to kind of guess which apartment he was in. She got the number wrong, but she got the right floor. So that's terrifying. I get curious and I'm seeing why I'm not trustworthy. Oh, nope, why is my chair doing that? La 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 la. Is she all that you want? Is she all... I'm so vaguely sure I know where Alex lives, but not at all. I've seen where Alex lives. Alex has gone on Google Maps and shown, I think, me and Becca. If I cared, I could get close. You shouldn't... Never mind. La 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 la. A bit late for that. I'm a bitch, I got defenses. You got a dog. I'm great with dogs, though. I go, choop, 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 choop. That's not what I do for dogs. Speak before think, that's my motto. Amazing. I got a sword. I got a big stick. I was about to say, I got a big stick. It's called your mom. Doesn't even make sense. Chip, 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 chip. Maybe two, but you don't know that. I have hands. I can chew your stick. I can talk to your mother. I'll go up to your door and be like, hi, sorry for bothering you. Just letting you know that your son doesn't know shit about internet safety. So if you could talk to him about that, you know. Look what you did, now he's sad. Exactly. That's the power I have. He's upset. Womp womp, you monster. How could I do such a thing? I know. My moral compass is skewed beyond recognition. Man-made monster? What man made what man made me? Besides my dad. Maybe the sickness is getting to my brain. I want to listen to Epic again? Ooh, you should. You should. The trailer for Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro came out today, chat. It's pretty good. I'm excited. It's being made by Netflix, though, which makes me worried. Netflix used to make shit like, Franken Fazbear. No. I worry for you. What secrets do you want from me, people of the public? Victor! Victor the Oracle. What secrets do I want from you? What things do I think? What are hunches I have about your life? Let me see. Victor the Oracle. Have you ever gotten drunk? That is my question. Frankenwhore. Nope. I see. Okay. That's a little surprising. Fair enough. Good for you. Keep it that way. Any questions for moi? Girly, the most I've drank is like 5 sips of gin. 5 sips of what a random thing to drink. You think I've been drunk? You were talking about doing drugs, Moth. No offense, but I don't think that's such a far-fetched assumption. Also, this country starts drinking young. I'm just saying. I've drunk a bit of alcohol, never been drunk. Next question. Give me an assumption. Okay, Mr. Pirate Slow. My assumption. How questionable do we want these to be? Yeah, and my mom is a good parent. True, that is very true. Your mom is a good parent. She only let me try alcohol when I was like not a toddler. That's good. That's good. You know what I think? It's my personal opinion that if a parent tries to keep their kid from alcohol, they just end up drinking in secret and not knowing how to drink, and then they throw up. What in the world are you thinking of assuming about me? I have a couple. I don't know much about your life. That's the thing. Like, your life before you met me. I know you now. I don't know a lot about how you grew up. First one was champagne, then wine, then gin, and then cider. Fair enough. I hate it all but gin and cider. Me too. Champagne's kind of meh. Wine is kind of meh. Gin is fine, and so is cider. Go ahead. Are you sure? This is a little questionable. I have reasons for assuming this. I don't know that I don't think I'm assuming this. It's more of a question of stereotype. I'm stereotyping you, I guess. It was a sparkling unicorn glitter gin. That's amazing. Beanie, where do people buy gin? At the alcohol store. I mean, you can DM me if you're not sure. No, I don't think it's I don't think it's something I'd have to DM you over. I think it's just something that's like, it doesn't feel like it's something you do, but it's vaguely stereotypical. It's not bad or anything. It's just personal. Any shop? Fair enough. This stream is CC giving us assumptions and us going, no. It's just me being wrong. Okay, wait. You guys assume things about me. What assumptions do you guys have about me? Beanie, where do people find unicorn sparkling glitter gin? Aldi? Honestly, probably could. Probably could find it at Aldi. Beanie, can you buy me unicorn sparkling glitter gin? If I find it for your birthday, I'll give you some. Maybe I won't. I assume you to be reckless. Oh, reckless how? Reckless how? Give example. I'm so loved. I don't know. I don't think I'm reckless. I don't think that far ahead. Let me think. Am I reckless? I think with things that matter, no, not really. I'm a big overthinker, actually. I don't assume anything about you because all my questions get answered. Assume something just right now, just off the top of your head. It goes into the notes on Discord. Fabulous invention. Fair enough. Beanie, do you have any assumptions about me? Don't be afraid of offending me. I'm very hard to offend. I never got the notes. I never do any. I always forget they're there. So, nope. Really? I'm an open book, aren't I? I believe in you. You got this, Moth. You got this. I believe in you. I believe it. Back. Hi, Road. Ba-da-da-ba. I know a lot. Yep. Fair enough. I believe in you. Road, what assumption do you have about me? Do you have any? Maybe if somebody doesn't believe in you, you will do better. Maybe. Alex, I don't have assumptions. Help. Do you guys... I feel like you guys don't know so much about me, so this is quite funny. I'm not gonna lie. You're doing great. You're doing so great. This is hard. I'll let you guys come up with an assumption. My assumption for Road, which is kind of a rude assumption now that I think about it. I don't actually assume that Road did this. Never mind. No. All my questions are answered eventually, and there's always the ones I don't say. Well, say the ones you don't say. Why are you like the CC? Say the ones you don't say. I don't really assume things about people. I kind of just take people as they show themselves to me. I try to do the same. I think a lot of my assumptions are kind of intrusive thoughts. I think I can be, we all know I can be quite judgmental. I think it is mostly intrusive thoughts. This is a rude assumption. I don't think it's about road, never mind. Yeah, I don't really assume. That's why it's hard for me to assume. See, I assume everything because I'm a judgy bitch, but I'm respectful about it. But, okay, tell me anyway. I'm not gonna be offensive. I'm not gonna be offensive. I'm not gonna be offended. Or I'm not gonna judge your assumption because I'm also judgy. And how dare I be a hypocrite also? Like, I can be a bitch, but being a hypocrite, that's too far. Don't be offended, CC. We need stream. DM it to me. DM me. I'm so curious. I'm so curious now. No offense, CC. Oh. I did say I wasn't gonna get offended. People have these things like written down. Moth might, but no, I don't think anyone has this written down either, no. What was the not assumption about me? I was gonna say, my assumption is that you either, like, not fake dated, but like, went out with a girl before you realized that you were gay. But again, I think that's a stereotypical assumption that I don't actually have about you. I don't think you did that. I just think it's something that you do if you're not, like, out when you're a teenager. But I don't think you would do that at all. I didn't exactly. I just think it's something that a lot of queer teens do if they're not out by the time they're like 18. But like, I don't think you'd do that. Do you see what I mean? I knew I've been gay for a while. Exactly. So, bad assumption. I would be offended, but I do. I refuse to be peer pressured into thinking harder than I want. Fair. You can assume about me, but I will not. But I want to know what you assume. I want to know. I told you one assumption about me. Now, come on. I'm so curious. I wasn't thinking about romance for a long ass time. Fair enough, honestly. Fair enough. Hot man's Yuri Mama. Papa, do you have any assumptions about me? Beanie. My assumption about Beanie. I don't think about this often, by the way. I don't just sit at my desk while we have conversations making assumptions about you guys. I'm thinking about them now that we're talking about assumptions, to be clear. We will be clear, assumption is the wrong word. I don't assume much, however, I think a lot and have my own opinions. Exactly, me too. I'm safe because different topic. Get royally fucked. But Moth! I wanna know. Yeah, the word assume. Okay. We're making up assumptions on the spot then. But CC, but Moth. Like, I'm not sitting down thinking these things. We're just thinking of things just now. You know? Like the thing about Road. I don't think I've ever thought that about him. I just sort of came up with it on the spot. I can't do that either. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Okay. Moth, I told you an assumption I had, or I told you a thought I had about you. Tell me a thought you have about me. Do you want honesty? When we sit in convos, I do regularly think it. Okay, tell me. I do actually want to know. I do actually want to know that. I'm trying to think when my headache has returned, so I'm going to stop. Beanie, what do I assume about you? You know what? I don't know. I think this is an assumption I have that you won't agree with, but I think I still believe it. I assume that you're very reliable, because you've always been, right? Very reliable, but like reliable in a sense like if I told you, Beanie, we have to get to China. We have to get to China, and for whatever fucking reason, you need to book the tickets, you need to book the hotel, you need to figure out how we're gonna get there. I'd fully believe in you to do that. Do you know what I mean? I only have one journal, it's hard to keep track. Let me see what I can improv here. Okay, yes. Say less, I'll book the plane and hotel. But like, even in other senses of the thing, like if I came up to you and was like, Beanie, I need you to help me find this person. Maybe Moth would be better for that, because Moth has already shown himself very competent at finding people. But like, I feel like you're a very responsible person, but I don't think you think you're responsible. Do you know what I mean? Boom, I don't think much. Fair enough. Crying reading blank pages, the most incomprehensible writing. What other? I don't think I have many assumptions about. Here's the thing. I feel like I have thoughts. They're not very intelligent. That's all. That's about all I got. I think very kind things about you guys, which makes me sound like a prick saying out loud because it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. Cece, have you assumed something about me? Yeah. I kind of, when you first joined the chat, I don't know how much I assume this now. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I assume, and no, actually you confirmed this recently, but I assumed this from you when you first joined chat. I just assumed you were that one person that was like vaguely friends with everyone. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I got nothing. You just gotta wait for me to be in a thinker mood. Christ's sake. I like hearing what people think about me, both the good and the bad things, the way I know where to improve myself and where my strengths are. Me too, Beanie. Me too. I constantly want to know what people think about me. Okay, here's a different question. Objectively, Alex is friends with everyone? Yeah, Alex is. Alex is kind of a chameleon. He joined stream. By the second stream, he was already integrated. Which to me is impressive because I can't fucking do that. But here's another question, okay? Not assumptions, but what are things that you've noticed about me that you don't think that I've noticed? This isn't necessarily negative. This can be like a very positive thing. But what are things that like in our conversation, like a habit I have or like a thing I do often, something that like I do often that you don't think I notice? I know how to match the vibe. What can I say? Why do you hate me? Oh, for Christ's sake. Is that a hard one? Oh, no. Oh, no. You backtrack a lot when you try and say anything about anyone. That's fair enough. I think it's me, like, trying to form my words. Like with what I did with Road. Can I ask that? No, never mind. No, I don't actually think about you. Blah, 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 blah. I'm exempt now. Fine. Oh, I know. Oh, go on. I notice when you find something funny of a message you type. Yeah, that's just me laughing. You don't know when to say you're fucking busy or tired or ready to stop this conversation? Interesting. What makes you say that? Like I notice a pause? Interesting. Maybe they busy? Yeah. I think I always try to answer messages when I like see them or when I open them. So if I don't really answer quickly, it's probably because I like went to the bathroom. A fucking cliffhanger of a message. I guess so, yeah. Then I need to reply to. Fair, I guess so, yeah. I try to always like answer when I see it. So sometimes like I'll answer a conversation message and then I have to go do something and then the conversation's sort of paused, which sucks. Okay, I've done my work. Road. Mr. Pirate Slow, are you still here? Mr. Pirate Slow, are you available to answer my question? It's all mine. I'm parkouring. Oh, slay. Go do that then. I also notice you're always open to listen to others' issues and give advice and share experiences, which links to the convo. Even if you're busy, you still try to make time to respond. I do. That's true. I do try. I try very hard to do that. I feel like I know that I lack being a good friend in other ways. But I also know that I'm often very emotionally available to the people I'm friends with. Like, when I say emotionally available, I mean, like, I don't feel burdened by others' emotions. So I know that when someone has to vent, like, I hope that I can be a good listener because of that. But I also know that it's probably good that I do that because I know in other ways, like, I'm so flaky and I know it's probably so annoying. You know what I mean? You do? What do you mean? No, you don't? I don't what? It's greatly appreciated, Papa. I'm glad. Alright, I'm fleeky. Road, Mr. Pirate Slow. What is a thing you've noticed about me that you don't think I've noticed? What does flaky mean? Flaky, you know when... Okay, so it's when you say you'll do something and then you don't do it. Like you say... That's where it's from? Yeah. You don't lack friend juice? That's what it sounds like? Huh? Oh, you've lost me. I'm so sorry. I think I have some things that I like are kind of frustrating as a friend. You're saying Mr. Pirate Slow sounds like Benoit Blanc. Oh. Whenever he says something, I see. I was like, what? You're not flaky at all. I'm very flaky. I'm very flaky. Oh, Cece. Oh, you know what's something I flaked on? Moth's video. I still haven't fucking posted it. Which is so annoying. I should probably do that after the stream. But I said I'd post it. I didn't. What video? The latest one. The one we saw on the holiday. That was so long ago. I haven't fucking posted it. I said I would. Fucking forgot. You've been busy. I just forgot. I've had opportunities. Or like, I told Road that I would see if I could stream during the morning. So, a person could join. Never did that. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, I'm gonna play this game, and then I don't. Or you guys say, oh, you should play this game. I say, I'm gonna check it out, and then I don't. That's on me, though. How is that on you? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, though, because we've had the conversation twice, and twice I said, oh, yeah, I'll look into it, and then I forgot. If I had a greater memory, I'd be more annoyed. We never decided on a day, but that was my job. But that was my job. Ooh. I'm also very flaky in person. So primarily, I feel like this affects me in person more. What was I gonna say? All right, sometimes my sister would be like, come to this thing, and then day of, I'll be like, I don't wanna. It's probably really frustrating. If I had a greater memory, I would not give two shits, TH. Fair enough. I mean, I have like a selective memory. I can remember things since I was 2, but can't remember what I did yesterday. I feel like I have a pretty good memory. I feel like it's rare that someone says something and I genuinely have no recollection of it. It might take me like a couple seconds or a couple like don't you remember this, the this, the this, the this? But I feel like I get it eventually. Papa, dost thou have questions for moi? Questions? I don't think I have questions. God, that was a while ago, right? This is just the playlist. I've shuffled the playlist. So now it's just playing shit from months ago. Assumptions, thoughts, whatever the topic was. Let me see. I love how it's like a Q&A for us. It is. Any things you notice about moi after knowing me a bit more? Yeah, you're kind of like that John Green quote, slowly and then all at once. That's kind of what your personality is like. Alex, slowly integrated yourself. Suddenly, you're in voice calls, you know, you're in the Discord. And this is a great thing, I think. Right? Parasite? No, not at all. Or like, you started off by DMing me a couple of messages. I'm not great at reaching out, so that's probably my fault. But like, you started by sending me a couple more messages. And a couple days ago, we talked for like an hour. What if I want to be a parasite? Okay, fine, you can be a parasite. Also, I don't have an assumption or noticing spray. No, sorry. You really fit in fast. No, I agree, you're a leech. I don't remember when you showed up, and I'm scared. We only became Discord friends like last week. We became Discord friends a couple days ago. Yeah, because Discord is weird. Discord is weird. I think, like, there are people that I'm not friends with that I talk to almost every day. It keeps you in my DMs. It is weird. But yeah, Assumptions about Moth. Or not assumptions, things I've noticed. Let me think. I feel like I just know a lot about Moth at this point. I love how close we all are. It's comfy in a way, you know. Yeah, you can just sort of say what you're thinking, which is good. Let me think. I'm sure there's something. I think you know a lot more than everyone else does. I think so. Ooh, I don't think you'll like this. I don't think you'll like this because I don't think you'll agree. But oh fuck. But I do think that I'm right about this, and I have examples, but I won't show them on stream, obviously. Whenever you're backtracking on something, not necessarily lying, either you don't want someone to know something, or for whatever reason, you don't want to go in that path of conversation, you become a little bit defensive. Whereas when that's not the case, when you either don't know or you're like, you don't know where the conversation is going, you're just a bit confused. But if the conversation is going somewhere, either because you're like not, for whatever reason, you become defensive. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm glad we agree. I'm a hypocritical bastard in a predictable sense. Fair enough. Hydrate. Thanks, Alex. I'll drink some tea. But I think that's a fair reaction, honestly. It's a reaction that I feel like came about naturally. You know what I mean? I know the defensive style of the Moth. I know when to back off. I think I know exactly the moment you learned to back off in the friendship. I remember the day. Why do we all know the defensive style of me? Why don't I know the defensive style? I don't. Do you not? Oh, then never mind. I might be wrong. Can I be updated? It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's not obvious. It's very distinctly different to how you generally act. I think that's why we've noticed it. I never needed to defend myself. No, that's not what I meant. Hold on, I'll backtrack on that. Can I have an example? Absolutely, you can. Can you? Can I remember something? It doesn't happen often either, to be clear. It's just that generally your personality is, you're very playful. If someone's making a joke, you'll join in, right? Like, you're not the type of person to just be really, really dry at all. When you're defensive, you are pretty dry. So it's like a stark difference, if that makes sense. Smiley faces and being vague is just how I vibe. So, like, for example, if we're having therapy, this is an example I can think of, and I've asked you something that you don't want to talk about, you'll go short answers. Whereas before you would have been giving me like typed out answers. For future reference, being dry does not mean I'm defensive, I promise. No. I know. That's not what I meant. I don't mean exclusively being dry means defensive. I'm a hypocrite, trust. No. That's not what I meant. It's more like, I'm trying to think of a situation. It's just different from how you talk when you're not being a bit defensive. I don't know how to explain it. I can't think of a situation. I can think of something that happened like 2 years ago, but I don't remember exactly what happened. And that was 2 years ago, so I don't know that it counts. How do you spell hippopotamus? Not a fucking clue. But yeah, that's what I've noticed. To be clear, doesn't happen often. I don't think it's something you need to worry about. Frankly, I think it's kind of a healthy thing to be able to show someone, hey, I don't want to go in this direction of conversation. I think that's a good thing. So this isn't a complaint at all. You can almost always guarantee if you say you're going to disagree with this, I'll do my best to agree because I enjoy proving people wrong. I know that, yeah. I'm thriving. Good for you. Send your kids a sentence I never thought I would see. Thank you, Roblox. Send your kids. Good advice. I don't worry. Huh? Have you assumed something about me? Ooh, time to switch the fingers. Honestly, no. Did Beanie ask if I noticed something? I can't recall. Have you, Beanie? I do not recall. What the fuck was that accent? I don't know. Honestly, no. You're a good friend and I enjoy your company. I did? Okay, okay. Something I've noticed. You go quiet when you're sad. That's what I've noticed. When you're, or not sad, when you're overstimulated, you go quiet. You said I was very reliable, Papa. You are. I believe you are. I second that reliability. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant... Oh, you're saying that I already answered. Sorry. Never mind. Huh? I think this... I've only seen this happen in Minecraft. What the fuck was that sound? Did someone turn the server on? What the fuck was that? Oh no, that was my doorbell. They're ringing the doorbell. Hold on.
Treat you like a princess. I wanna taste you like ambrosia, baby. I'm gonna marry you one of these days, or just you.
Hiya, my sister's here. Do you have actual assumptions of me? Let me think. When I work on interviewing, I'll be better at this. I think I can muster up something if I think hard enough. Let me think. You're too hard on yourself? That's true. That is very true. Ooh. I feel like I know Moth too well. So I don't know that this is... maybe it's not. But Moth... I've said this before, and Moth has agreed before. But Moth does this thing that if he sees a behavior in someone that he doesn't like, he'll be really adamant on not doing it. Do you know what I mean? I agreed once. It was like a year ago or something. Like if, let's say, like you're... When did this happen? Oh, like a year ago. Back when I was playing Portal. Probably more than a year ago, maybe? No, it was a year ago, roughly. I was in the other apartment. When I was like playing Portal, I mentioned this because of a conversation you had with your mom. And you agreed. I do not want this song. Okay, Road, Mr. Pirate Slow. An actual assumption. I make the assumption that I think you want to use cologne, but you don't. There. To be clear, this is not a thought I've ever had before this moment. I'll believe you. Any other thoughts, Beanie? Cologne? Or like perfume or whatever. I don't know what it's fucking called. Which is cologne? Just any scent. I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference. Just any scent. Perfume. I feel like you want to wear perfume, but like a different perfume than you do, but you don't. Oh, the Air Puff Puff perfume. Yes, yes. I like to say Cologne. Cologne. Wait, it's overheating. There's a fire. Someone get the fire putter outer. What's it called? The fire putter outer. Fire extinguisher. No, more like Cologne. Why do you pronounce it like that, Alex? That's awful. Cologne. No, ne. Cologne. Kellogg's. Nay. Oop, nope. I think wearing perfume would be nice. Mm-hmm. An upgrade for me. Yeah. Perfume's fun. Perfume gives me headaches, though. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, a conversation I say normally. Oh, I see. It's like, who's that lady that says microwave? Nigella Lawson. The microwave. Anyone have any assumptions about me? I feel like I'm an open book. The cologne perfume my dad wears is suffocating. Is it? Oh, that sucks. What is this song? This song is Black Sheep, the Brie Larson version. This is from Scott Pilgrim, the movie. In another 4 years, you might get to meet Moth being Moth TM. What does that mean? Moth being Moth TM. Ba-da-da. Did not realize it was Brie Larson. Her version of the song is so good. I have this already. I noticed, Moth, that the characters you like and tend to relate to are all extremely smart and have the same personality as you, and that you always relate to them in some way. Yep. Did I not tell you that, Beanie? I think you told me that. You definitely told me that. You've accidentally tricked your brain into loving yourself, just in different versions. Okay, chat, I'm gonna end up stream. Anyone have any ending assumptions about me? Any ending assumptions about me? Anything, chat. Anything. It can be offensive. It can be not offensive. That you're gay, Papa. Thank you, Beanie. You know, I, for some reason, don't think that's an assumption. Or it shouldn't be. My head has already turned enough today. I lie. Anything? Should I just start hiding shit from me? From me? From you guys? Should I just start hiding shit from you guys so you don't know everything about me? I don't have any, like, ideas of assumptions. In general. Fair enough. I think what I'm realizing is my brain, I think too much. About things. I had stuff, so you're safe. What does that mean? Also, Moth, I want to know what assumptions you have about me. I don't care if you think it's rude. I won't think it's rude. We know each other too well. It doesn't matter anymore. I don't think I think enough. I think I naturally think too much about other people. I think it's part of the, you know, growing up with social anxiety thing. But I think I should probably stop doing that. I'll think of them. Okay, thank you. I hide stuff so I'm safe. Why? I thirst for knowledge. But yeah, chat. Beanie, I'll tell you my lore someday when it's 3 a.m. and we're bored. Do I? I don't think I know all the Moth lore, do I? I know a fair amount of it, I think. One hammer that bring it on. M-E. Oh, here's some. Probably not, no. I keep stuff hidden, yeah. I know a lot of Moth's lore. I think I know an amount. Would you say I know an amount or a fair amount, Moth? I haven't gone as in depth with you. Tell him bring it on. What was the question? Do I know an amount or a fair amount of Moth lore? The difference is fair amount is I know more than half the Moth lore. I think a fair amount. Okay. I'm not knowledgeable, but at the same time, I've only recently discovered the species of moth. Here's something you guys don't know about me. I think you guys don't know this about me. I can read Korean. I've been able to since I was like 14. I thought when I was like 14, I was like, I'm going to learn a bunch of new languages. This you guys know. And I tried learning a bunch of new languages. And the only one that stuck was Korean because, fun fact, the Korean alphabet is pretty easy. So I can read it. I don't know what it means, but I can. Have heard this said by you. Have you? Never mind then. I think I low-key am an open book with Beanie lore, at least most of it. I don't think so. I feel like I've only recently discovered some beauty lore. Or at least, I don't know. You're pretty open in some respects. I feel like we're all open about what's going on in our lives now. But then when it comes to our past, we're less open about it. Which makes a perfect sense, obviously, but I'm 99% sure I probably have, yeah. Honestly, you just have to ask me shit about my life, and I'm like, picture it, Sicily, 1996. Nobody knows about my past and my mystery? Well, you got plenty of time to tell us. Chat, I'm gonna go now, because my sister's home, and we're gonna have dinner, and I have a bit of a headache from these headphones. So, chatters, thank you, Gulp. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. I hope you guys had a good time. Reminder this fact, Beanie. Remember it? Oh, hell yeah. Remember it. Goodbye, Papa. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys on Friday. Goodbye, whores. See you in like 30 minutes. I probably won't be there for game night. I'll pop by later. But yeah. End stream, I gotta go piss. Okay, bye. Love y'all. Bye.